Hello, beautiful people. I hope everything's going well with each of you, that you're looking forward to warmer weather after the cold snap that's going to be moving in. And I hope you're getting ready for the holidays. They're on the way and they're coming quickly. I'm here to update my vlog. It's been a while, and I've made some decisions about some things that I want to share with y'all. First of all, I want to say that I'm just me. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I don't own a hospital as a business. And any decision I make about myself is based solely on my point of reference, things that I've gone through that lead me to particular decisions. They're independent of anybody. They're solely based on my frame of mind and what I'm going through. So with that being said, I'm going to recap quickly that by the grace of God, I've had no surgeries or procedures for a month now. It's been a great time for me to regroup, for my body to rest, and I'm doing my peer-to-peer walks again. I'm getting some things done. I'm gaining a modicum of energy. So I'm really thankful about that. I'm off most medicines now, with the exception of a beta blocker, which was given to me to protect my heart, to get me ready to begin Herceptin infusions with the combination of chemo. Which brings me to this point. I've been really thinking about this for a while, and I've decided that I'm not going to go with the traditional protocol of chemo that was set for me and Herceptin. It's kind of like synchronicity, I guess. I've been really praying about wisdom and the right path, about the next step dealing with my cancer diagnosis. Just as a reminder, I was diagnosed in 2013 with breast cancer, HER2 estrogen driven, and I did all the protocol. I had the lobectomy, I had radiation through a savvy, which put the radiation beads directly into the cavity where the tumor had been excised, and had severe reactions with that. Then I started the chemo in 2013. Had severe, extremely severe reactions where they stopped that protocol and put me on a drug called Herceptin. Now it's a powerful drug, and they don't consider it, they don't classify it as a chemo drug. They classify it as an antibody. But what that drug did was stop the function of my left ventricle in my heart, and all treatments were stopped at that time. I had no heart problems, and I was told that I would die from heart failure, not cancer. I was to originally have done a year of the Herceptin, and I did 3 treatments over 4 months, and everything was stopped. And I was told that because of the severe reactions I had had to not only the chemo but to the Herceptin, that I would never be eligible to take any of those protocols again. Now fast forward, here we are, 2016. Oh, and you have cancer. Again, different cancer, but in the same breast. So I've been thinking about the point of reference I now have from going through it in 2013. I had no point of reference then, and I did everything, and I had the best team of doctors, and those doctors are still treating me, and I love them. They're compassionate, they're knowledgeable, they're skillful, and I love them. I'm thankful that they are part of my medical team through this cancer situation. But thinking about the things that happened the first time has led me to the point that I have decided not to do the chemo or the Herceptin. They had me on the beta block. They have me on the beta blocker to try to protect my heart from the Herceptin. But I decided not to do that. I don't want to take a chance of ending up with a damaged heart while treating cancer, because I know my heart is healthy. So I'm not willing to sacrifice that one healthy organ, you know. So that lent toward the decision that I've come to. The chemo I had such severe reactions to, I never finished it. This chemo combination is different, but I just cannot roll with the side effects that could happen. And what I do know about myself is I often, more than not, end up in the 1 to 4% rare reactions to medication. Not just with chemo the first time, but with drugs, treating different problems that I've had over 20 or 30 years. I have severe reactions that are, like I say, very rare. So the side effects of the chemo for this protocol are rare, but because of my history, my assumption is that I may very well experience those rare side effects, and I'm not willing to chance that. And this is just solely a decision with me. I've talked at length on 2 different occasions, probably a culmination of 2.5 hours with my oncologist. And one thing I really love about her is that she is not all the usual suspects as, you know, knowledgeable, skillful, up to date, but she has a humbleness and an honesty. So I appreciate that straightforwardness that I can have with her and that she has with me. So I'm very aware of things that might happen. But on that note as well, I had a mastectomy. Excuse me. So not only was my breast removed, but the tumor was removed. So in essence, I don't have cancer in that respect. The cancer was removed. The protocol that is the standard, that's chemo and any other antibodies they want to give a person that is going through a diagnosis as I'm going through, is to, in my situation, is to thwart microcells. Cancer microcells that may have broken off during, I don't know, the biopsy, the mastectomy. So that is the foundation for the protocol that was prescribed for me, which is the chemo and the Herceptin. So I'm using the fact that I have had the tumor removed. My margins were clean. I have nothing in my lymph nodes. The PET scan showed no cancer. Now, it's not going to indicate any microcells. That is not something a MRI can pick up or any other medical technology that I'm aware of. But I have a plan. And the foundation of that, of course, is prayer. I believe in the power of prayer. And I know that so many are praying for me, and I ask that you continue on keeping me in your prayers for my good health, continued recovery, and a long and satisfied life. I'm doing some natural things, and I'm actually looking for a facility that will offer me infusions of vitamin C at a safe but a higher level. Not anything that would, if I took it orally, pills, vitamin C, there's no way that it's going to affect me in the same way as having it injected into my bloodstream. So that's on part of my plan, and I'll keep you posted about that. Additionally, I will still have to have surgery again. to complete the reconstruction, and that's kind of a long-winded thing. I don't know if that date is going to be bumped up since I've decided not to do chemo. Another thing I didn't realize about chemo is that when you've been diagnosed, when I was diagnosed and had a mastectomy, there's a 3-month window that one is supposed to start chemo so it is at its height of effectiveness. Well, I'm at that, right past that 3-month mark, which means that the chemo might not be as effective, but the side effects would be just as severe. So that was another thing that lent me toward this decision also, and I was not aware of that. So it was just all these little road signs. Once I began thinking about not doing the standard protocol, it was these road signs that would just come along that would kind of bolster me in knowing that I was on the right path. And that was another thing. You know, chemo is a very difficult treatment to undergo. I think that's standard for anybody that does chemo, and I certainly had a very difficult time when I did it in 2013. So to know that it would not be as effective, but the side effects would be just as severe, no. That was a final road sign right there, that I was on the right path. So that's what's going on, and I ask that you continue to go on this journey with me. I'm not going the main path. I'm taking the path less traveled, maybe, and I certainly need your support, your encouragement. I'm trying not to let fear and doubt creep in, because I've heard all my life that, this is the way that you're supposed to do it, is with the standard protocol. And the standard protocol has helped millions of people. So I'm not talking against that as a choice, because I certainly did it the first time. And it eliminated the cancer that I had. So, but I hope that you'll come along with me on this different path and see how that goes. So, thank you for watching my vlog. Please subscribe if you're interested in keeping up with notifications and so forth. And have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I hope to make a vlog after that and let you know how I'm feeling, some of the other things that I'm implementing, some herbal teas, some really powerful oils, and hopefully I'll be on board with the vitamin C by then. God bless you all. Keep spreading your love and know that you're loved. Don't forget that, even if you're feeling at your worst. You are loved. I'll talk to you soon.